All right, Jake, thank you so much for being here. I'm really excited to talk to you. How are you doing today?
I'm good, man. It's a rainy, cold day up here in Canada, so it's no problem being down here in the basement chatting to you.
So it's hard to believe it's almost been a year since Survivor 49 filmed. 11 months to the day filming started. So how have you been since everything wrapped up?
Busy. It's busy, man. It's crazy that it's a year. Like I think I flew out to LA on April the 11th last year. So yeah, it's coming up to a full circle year now. But it's been crazy, man. Just living up here in Alberta, being the first contestant ever from Alberta on the show. My life's kind of done a whole like 180. Like I'm recognized almost everywhere I go now, and I'm not complaining. It's a lot of fun, but yeah, it's crazy that a year's already gone by.
And what was the hardest part of getting back to normal life after the filming or the airing of the show? Because you had a unique experience being medevac, and people are probably wondering what's going on with you. And so, how was life after the show?
I mean, coming back from Survivor, like after the medevac, when I still couldn't really tell anyone where I was or what happened or anything like that, life was just kind of normal, man. And then as soon as it aired, yeah, it's just been crazy, man. Everywhere you go, like I was in Costco. I told someone else this a couple weeks ago, and I think I had 4 or 5 photos before I got into Costco, right? So, yeah, the adjustment's been interesting. I'm still just, I'm just trying to be a dad. I'm trying to make life as normal as possible. It's starting to fade out now. Obviously, season 50's on, but it's been fun. I wouldn't change it for the world. It's been a great time.
What was the recovery process like?
Yeah, there wasn't much. So when I got back, so I actually ended up in Australia for a few days there because they flew me there after Fiji just for like a second opinion kind of thing. And then yeah, came home and my kid was born, I think 42 or 48 hours somewhere in there just after I got home, and it's just so I went right into being a dad. So it's just been I've made this joke like I haven't got off Fijian time just because he have a baby and he's awake all night and stuff like that. So it's been great though. It's what a blessing in disguise. God works in mysterious ways, and I think I was just meant to be home for my kid's birth.
So let's get into season 50. We'll get to your season a little bit later. So how are you liking Survivor 50 so far? 4 episodes in.
It's incredible. It is incredible. I mean, it's just obviously playing with a couple of guys out there, and then I got a couple good friends that are on the season. So Joe and Jonathan. It's incredible to watch, and it's great television. And yeah, CBS is going all out for it. So I've been enjoying it. I was in New York for the premiere at Bryce and Wendell's party, and those guys know how to party. That was a fun one. But yeah, it's just I've been looking forward to every Wednesday and sitting down and just watching it. So it's been good.
Coming into the season, people had a lot of opinions on the cast. What are your thoughts on the cast?
I mean, it's never going to be perfect. I mean, some people love it, some people hate it. I like it. I don't. I mean, I think a couple people that I'd expected to see on there, like Rupert, for example. I thought he'd for sure. I actually spent 4 or 5 days in the same house with Rupert, and Rome was down there, and Carolyn and Jam Jam, and we're all sharing a house together. I think the conversation came up, and I don't even know if he got a call. I don't know, but like I thought Rupert would have been out there, some of the bigger names, but I'm enjoying it. Like I have no negative critique about it, but yeah,
So
I'm enjoying it.
who are some of your favorite players? Who are you rooting for?
I'd have to say Joe Hunter and Jonathan Young. Obviously, Joe is a friend of mine. I spent Halloween down at his house in Sacramento with him and his family. So he's me and him are personally like good friends. And then Jonathan Young, I'm wearing his shirt here. I spent a week with him in Honduras on a mission trip helping families. So I've got to see like the behind the scenes of their actual personal lives, and they're such good people, and it's really exciting to see them play on Survivor 49 or for Survivor 50.
And what about your fellow 49ers, Savannah and the Riz God? Are you rooting for them as well?
I mean, Savannah's already gone, but yeah, I mean Rizzo. I did a podcast yesterday with the specialist, and Riz God. I mean, he's got that idol now, and he's going to be dangerous with that. So, yeah, am I cheering for him? I am, but I'm more Joe and Jonathan, who I want to see go to the end for sure.
What about Canadians? Like, aren't Camilla and Genevieve have ties to Canada? Do you root for the Canadians when they're on Survivor?
Yeah, I mean, I mean, yeah, am I cheering for him? No, it doesn't matter if I'm Canadian or American. But yeah, I mean, I don't. If they go far, they go far. I'm not. It is what it is. But yeah, I actually haven't talked to Genevieve yet. She's one of the only ones I haven't spoken to. So, which I really should reach out to her. But yeah, no, I think she's gonna do good. I think she's gonna do good this season.
So Savannah and Rizka, you never got to meet them in Fiji. Have you met them in person since then?
I have, yeah. So, and that's something I wanted to kind of talk about. So, when you get medevaced, so basically in Survivor, when you get voted off the island, you go back to Ponderosa and you kind of hang out there for a week or two until the first plane flies home, and you all kind of fly home together. And that's where you really make your kind of relationships and friendships. And for me, unfortunately, I went right to the hospital and then I was on a plane to Australia. So I never got to make those relationships at Ponderosa. So yeah, I have met both of them. And I think the first time I ever was able to like speak to any of them was at the premiere in Boston, at Shannon Fairweather's parents' bar. They're the greatest bar. And that's the first time I've ever really, spoken to them personally. So yeah, they're great people. Rizzo, I met his whole family down in LA, his brother and his parents, and he's a great kid. He's got a great family, and I have nothing but respect for the guy.
So Savannah and Rizzo and Joe and Jonathan, who else on the cast have you met?
On that cast that have I met?
Yeah, I'm 50.
I'd have to pull up the names here. Camilla, met her. I'd have to pull up the names here. Yeah, I don't know. You have to edit this part out. Let me see here.
You've only been in the Survivor world for a year, so you haven't had that much time to meet people.
No, it's honestly just been at Bryce and Wendell's stuff, but yeah, I don't know. It's gonna take me a while to get the whole names up, but yeah, just a couple of them. Camille, just whoever's been to Bryce and Wendell's parties.
So something you have in common with Kyle. Kyle was also medically evacuated. What do you think of Kyle's medevac from the game?
Yeah, that was tough. So I was in New York for that episode, and I actually I heard that somebody may have been medevac from the season, but I didn't know who, and I didn't know when. Right, so when that kind of happened, I kind of stepped away from the crowd because I could see Joe come onto the island, and that's never good. Or sorry, not Joe, Jeff. When he comes on the island, and when he shows up, it's never ever good news. Like obviously, when I was in my medical tent, Jeff came storming in, and I'm like, yeah, great. Like when he's here, like it's not good, kind of thing, right? So, but I saw him, and I kind of walked away from the crowd, and I kind of watched it in my own little bubble in New York at this bar, and I got quite emotional about it. Like I've never met Kyle. I've spoken to him a couple times on Instagram, but I got a little emotional because it brought back all these memories. And obviously he played once and he won, and then he comes back for 50 and he gets taken off the very first episode. So you can see the pain in his face, and you can see that he was trying to hide the pain and he wanted to be there so bad. But yeah, I don't know. I got a little emotional. I think I had a couple tears come down my face just from the memory of what that felt like, because I felt that exact same thing, right? Just be pulled from the game and you have no control. You can't fight it. You can't. I mean, you can say as much as you want to Jeff. You can scream and kick and holler, and once he makes his fucking decision, like you're out of there. So yeah, it is what it is. But I feel bad for the guy. I sent him a message right after, and I just said, I feel your pain, man, and who knows, maybe they'll bring him back for another chance here sometime.
And the night that you were evacuated from the game, were you in San Francisco for Bryce and Wen that night?
I was, yeah. My evacuation episode 3, I was in San Francisco. So I had Bryson Wen, Joe Hunter was there, Kevin. There's a whole bunch of them. There's a lot of people there. But yeah, that took a lot of balls, I think, for me to go. So I was worried about that episode since I got kicked off. I'm like, what am I gonna do for it? Am I gonna sit alone in my basement and watch it, or am I going to bring my family over and watch it? Am I going to have a watch party, or am I going to go? Like, I didn't know what to do, and I didn't know how they were going to edit it. And I just kind of decided that, this is going to be a really tough episode. It's going to be a history-making episode in Survivor. It's one of the biggest medevacs of the history of the show. And I'm like, Joe told me to come down to San Francisco. Bryson Wen invited me, and I said, I'm just going to go and be around all these Survivor players. And yeah, and they were so comforting, man. And it was a tough one. I had quite a few beers that night too, so that kind of helped. But yeah, it was nice to just be in the company of those guys because it was a pretty tough watch. I've watched that episode so many times now, but it's still a tough watch every time I watch it.
Yeah, I asked because I was at the RHP live show in New York that night for your episode. And I thought you were going to be there. I didn't see that you were going to be in San Francisco. I thought you were going to be in New York for that.
The Rob Sestonino one? You were at that one?
Yeah.
He was making fun of me the entire night. That's all right.
Yeah, because Savannah, Rizzo was there. Both Sophies were there. So a bunch of your cast was there that night.
Yeah, I think Alex was there too, wasn't he?
Yeah, Alex was there. Yep.
Yeah, no, I didn't even get invited to that one. So I didn't even know it was a thing. But
so let's talk about the other people who've been voted out. Jenna and Savannah and Q. What do you think of their gameplay?
I mean, I think they're all there for a reason. They all have great gameplay. Jenna, obviously, I think she just came on a little bit too strong and said things when she shouldn't have said things. That one wasn't very surprising to me. Yeah, Savannah's wasn't surprising. Q's really surprised me though. As a big guy in the game, and I talked about this last night, and like myself, you kind of have this. It feels like a interior, like how do I say this? It's like a immunity idol, like because of your size. Like people don't want to get people voted off because of your strength for the challenges and stuff like that. And then when you make it to the merge, that's when you become a threat, and generally that's you're trying to say goodbye. So for them to get Q off, this big, strong man that is playing the game good, and he's got friends everywhere. Like, I mean, I didn't see it coming. I really didn't see it coming. I feel bad for the guy, but yeah, that one really shocked me.
And then they lost again last episode. They could have used Q in that challenge.
Yeah. So say that again.
In the last challenge,
yeah,
they lost again. Yeah, they could have used Q.
So that challenge looked insane. So they filmed back-to-back seasons. So 49 finished, and then 50 was, I think, like 2 weeks after the finale. I think 3 weeks maybe.
Yeah.
But Jeff came out and said, like, it was our season was one of the hottest on record, right? It was like, so my wife was looking at the temperature, and I'm Celsius up here, so 42. I think we talked 107 Fahrenheit, basically every single day. So when you're running these challenges, it doesn't matter what kind of shape you're in. That sun makes everything so much harder. And because they filmed just back to back with us, I'm sure it was just as hot. So you can see the pain and the suffering when they're running that thing. Like, that was a tough challenge. So yeah, it's you have to actually do it to really understand and appreciate how hard those things are. But yeah, they could have used Q for sure in that one. Absolutely.
I want to go back to episode 3 at the Tribe Swap. What did you think of Jeff's rapping at the Tribe Swap?
You know what? We were going to talk about that yesterday, but so I want to know how many times he practiced that, like behind the scenes. Like, was he in bed one night and he's like, I'm going to rap? Or like, was production like, hey man, like, I want to kind of know like how that came about. And I also want to know how many takes that took. Like, did Jeff, because I thought he'd start laughing or something, right? Like, did he screw up and then they cut it? And then we tried, like, I don't know. But I mean, Survivor 50, there's a first for everything, right? So pretty funny.
I think the cast member said it was one take, and I think that they said
was it one take?
I think they said like it sounded worse on the island than it did on TV too, or something. So
yeah, and it's actually really hard to hear Jeff talk on the beach. So when we're standing on those mats and Jeff's talking to us, it's really hard because you have the oceans crashing in and the wind, and so it is tough to hear. So yeah, it definitely probably sounds better on TV.
And then we saw Genevieve in this episode find a second boomerang idol. She gave it to Riz God, and she's in this war with Aubrey. Who's going to come out on top of this Aubrey-Genevieve war?
You're putting me on the spot. I got to go Genevieve, I think. I don't know. I just with her background, like she's so smart. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's so tough to predict anything in the season because they're all such great players. And yeah, I try not to do too much predictions in season 50 because you're going to be shocked the entire time.
And what do you think of the Billie Eilish boomerang idol? That every time they say Billie Eilish, what do you think of the boomerang idol as a concept?
I'm indifferent. I get it. I think it's going to make great TV when it comes to it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not opposed to it either. I think Survivor season 50, they're trying all these, like, yeah, it's in the hands of the fans, but they're trying all these new things. It's kind of like a test dummy, right? Is this going to work? Can we use this in the future? And if it doesn't, we're blaming it on the fans, right? So it's kind of more of a test season, I think, almost. But yeah, it's I'm not opposed to it. I think it's going to make some great TV, a few episodes deep, for sure. How about you? Do you like it?
I think it's an interesting concept. I don't know if it's going to come to fruition that someone's going to be voted out with the idol. You know, if you have the idol, you got to play it. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
We'll see. I think Rizzo knows how to use an idol, so we'll see what he does with it.
Yeah, and like I said, look how great Rizzo did in my season with an idol. He got, I think, did he get that on my episode that I got taken off, or was it episode 2? It might have been episode 2. But he had that thing right to the end.
Yeah.
That guy's an animal with an idol. So for him to get one right now, like, you can see him, his eyes lit up. Like, he just lost Savannah. You know they were going to play together. You know they were going to play together once they got together. And so he was defeated right then and there. And then when he found that idol, that was kind of like a spark, a kick in the ass. It's like, all right, man, like, mark my words right now. I think that idol is going to take him as far as he went last year with it, because I think he's going to do the exact same thing. No one has seen him play before, right? They don't know how good he is with it. So, yeah, I don't know. I wish him the best. I like Rizzo. I love his family. He's just such a character. So it's great.
And you mentioned in the hands of fans. Something that was not in the hands of fans was Zach Brown being on the show. What did you think of the whole Zach Brown segment, him being on the show?
Yeah, so a very controversial moment. I personally liked it. I'm a big country boy. I listen to country when I work out. Wherever I drive, anywhere it's country music. I'm a full born country boy. So I love Zach Brown. That, for me, like, I got goosebumps like when he was like playing just in front of, you know, the 6 people. Like, you can't pay money for that. Like, that's just a once in a lifetime experience that you're gonna go to your grave with. So I personally liked it. However, I'm sure we're gonna talk about it. I saw like IMBD or something. It was the least watched or the worst rated episode of Survivor.
Worst rated episode ever, yeah.
Ever? Like, in 50 ever? Like, that's insane. Now listen, I do think that there was a lot of like Zach Brown just doing his own thing that probably could have been like cut a little bit shorter. But at the end of the day, I liked it because I'm a country fan. I know that I tried to call Joe yesterday to just actually see how it was in person. I didn't get a hold of him, but yeah, I don't know. I'm a fan, but I want to hear your take too, because it's very, very controversial. And this is just the start of Survivor 50. We know Mr. Beast is coming at some point. So, like, is that going to be another shitty episode that people are going to hate, or I don't know. I'm super interested to hear your take on this.
Well, I think, one, it took up a lot of the episode. You know, we have 24 people in the cast. They can only get so much screen time, and then he gets 4 confessionals, and Tiffany's only had 2 confessionals. Tiffany's only had 2 confessionals the whole season. Like, you know, it's just, we're taking away from the players. It's about the players. We got 24 of them, the biggest cast ever, and Zach Brown is getting the same amount of confessionals Dee's gotten all season. You know, so
yeah. So do you think that people are more upset? I'm just talking people in general. Are they more upset that he got so much screen time and you know the spearfishing took a lot longer than it should have, or do you think people are more upset that it's like, why Zach Brown? Why are they bringing celebrities into the game? Or do you think it's a mix of both? Like, what do you think the biggest like elephant in the room is? Like, why are people pissed off?
I would definitely say both. Why do we need celebrities? And then even if we have celebrities, why did it need to be so long? Like, did we need to see him spearfish? I don't think so. So, you know, they could have cut it in half easily and gotten more time from the players. Yeah.
And it's going to be interesting going forward to see these reviews, if it's going to pick back up, or I don't know, man. It's super interesting for sure.
What do you think of Mr. Beast when he's eventually going to come out? Are you a Mr. Beast fan? Would you know if you were out there? Would you know Mr. Beast?
I wouldn't. So this is just me personally speaking. I wouldn't be starstruck. Like, it's Mr. Beast. Yeah, he's a billionaire. Like, cool. All right, and he's got this awesome TV show. But he's I went out when I was in Honduras. I was there with Megan. And she was on Beast Games, and she was mentioning like he's very quiet, like when his camera's not on and stuff like that. And so, and I don't know. I don't watch Beast Games either. Like, I've never watched a season. I'm just not into it. I don't know why, but so I mean, I'm sure the whole world's gonna blow up when Mr. Beast and Jeff Probst are standing beside each other on the beach, but I don't know. It wouldn't do much for me personally.
So then the immunity challenge, like we said, the tribe that had Q on it ended up losing because they didn't have a strong guy on it. So then when they get back to camp, Emily's just spilling the beans with everything, playing so chaotically. What did you think of Emily and what she was doing?
And this is more on Christian, I think. So Christian said, was it the episode before he gave her some information and she blew it up? Yeah. So first time. So listen, if I on my tribe with Keller tribe, if I went and told Alex something, okay, and he went and told Annie, and this was our secret, this was our conversation, that's it. You're fucking done to me. Like, I'm not telling you shit anymore. But he did it again to Emily. All right. And then Emily blew the beans again. But I just love Christian's animations. Like he's standing behind, like, zip it, and like making all these big movements. And then even the episode with him with Joe in the hammock, and his face is like inside like the mesh. Hilarious, man. That guy makes such good TV. But yeah, I don't know why he keeps trusting her. Yeah, I don't know. I think he's just putting his emotions before strategy right now, and that's what I did too when I was playing. I was playing an emotional game, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how that plays out for sure.
So then he ended up voting Mike White out of the game. What did you think of Mike White on the show?
Yeah, I like Mike White just personally, but I think he got too comfortable. And he was just walking around the beach. You could see like little kind of background clips of him just. He knew he was going to travel, but you could tell he wasn't nervous at all. Like he felt like he was just the king of the castle, and just he was so higher up than everyone. You can't do that in Survivor because people pick it up, right? You even saw in the episode Christian picked it up, and yeah, what a blindside. He had no idea. He was even getting a vote. So that's how I took it personally. But what do you think? Do you think were you expecting that to happen or?
I think that he could have voted out Angelina first. That a lot of people, Ozzy was pissed off. If you saw in the preview, Ozzy's pissed off they didn't vote off Angelina. So Ozzy's going to go nuts next episode. He isolated Ozzy. Angelina's going to be pissed. So he's going to have some work to do when he gets back to camp.
Yeah, Ozzy's playing that nonchalant kind of like he's safe. Like he's so safe right now. He does his own thing. He went spearfishing by himself when they're going to tribal council. So. He knows he's safe, and I mean, good for him. And so Mike was trying to I think Mike felt the same as Ozzy, but obviously didn't work out for Mike. But man, the guy's already a millionaire. He's got a show. He got to play season 50. Mike, if you need an actor for the White Lotus, buddy, give me a call. But yeah, I don't know, man. He played a good game, and unfortunately, he had to go. Someone's got to go.
Well, I don't know if you saw this. Mike actually said yesterday that he's going to have survivors in the next season of White Lotus, but he said he hasn't even told the people themselves yet. He's like, I'm going to call them. I'm going to tell them you're on the show, and he hasn't called anybody yet.
Oh, what?
So,
do you talk to this guy? Have you talked to Mike?
No, I haven't, but I saw he said that in some interviews yesterday that some survivors will be on next season.
Oh, I'm going to have to reach out to him.
You have his number on speed dial?
I don't have his number on speed dial. I don't even know if I have him on Instagram, to be honest. I'll have to have a look.
He's not on Instagram.
Oh, no? Okay.
No.
Yeah, so I don't know how. I'd have to call Joe and get his number maybe. But yeah, speaking of Joe, did you see Joe's doing he's acting now for Netflix?
I did see that, yes.
Yeah, good for him. Good for him.
Well,
he's really Survivor's really changed his life. So that's he's loving it. He's such a good man. I love his family.
I want to get your opinion on that a few episodes Joe, they have to play around him, but he doesn't want to lie, but then he goes to acting. How's that different from, lying and acting? It's kind of the same thing, right?
Yeah, well, it is. And Joe, so the reason Joe is on 50 is because of his integrity and his honesty and his love, for Eva, right? So
yeah.
That's why he's back, because the world loves emotion, all right? The world loves, if someone's crying on TV, people are going to be crying watching that, right? The world loves that emotion, right? And that's why Joe is back. And Joe's just trying to play the same game that he did. And honestly, I would too, because it got him so far last time. However, everyone saw his game and knows that he's going to be loyal. And so it might kick him in the ass. I hope it doesn't. But I think we might see a different side of Joe soon. I think Joe's going to crack it soon. And we might see like a more assholey kind of manipulative kind of Joe. So I don't know. I wish the best for that man in the season. I've tried to get some information out of him. He won't tell me anything, but yeah, I think he's going to do pretty good. I hope he does anyways.
So I want to get back into your fellow 49ers, Savannah and Rizzo. What did you make of them coming back immediately? nobody watching their season? Do you think they have a target on their back? How would you deal with that?
So I think this goes both ways. So obviously, congratulations to both of them. Savannah just won the $1 million. Would Rizzo get fourth, I think?
Yep.
And then you get a call. I think they got a call at Ponderosa, like, congratulations, you're coming back in a couple of weeks. Like, amazing. Like, that right there is like winning the lottery, especially for Savannah. Just won the $1 million. Now you get to come back on this all-star season. So I'm super happy for them. I think they got the cast pick right out of our season for the two to go back. Obviously, Rizzo made great TV. Savannah won. I don't think I would switch them with anyone on our season. But yeah, I don't know. What was your second part of the question there? It was
just, what did you think of them coming back? Having the target in their back immediately. Nobody saw their season. Yeah,
and that's where I don't know if it's beneficial that no one's seen your season or if it's a target on your back, because like, for example, with Rizzo, with his idol, now he has an idol, and we just spoke about this, but they don't know how good he is with it. So that's benefiting him big time. If they already seen his season, like, yeah, I don't know. So yeah, I don't know. That's tough. I think it's beneficial for both of them that their season hasn't been seen yet, but at the same time, it hasn't been seen yet, so they might get voted out just for the lack of knowledge. So I don't know. That's a super tough question to answer. What's your take on that?
We saw with Savannah that they voted out Savannah, the second tribal they went, because they didn't know what she was capable of. She didn't have the connections coming in. You don't know anybody. Yeah. So I think it's hard coming back immediately.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, I feel bad for Savannah, but at the same time, she already won $1 million. So, and she got to play 50. So, I mean, love her, but I mean, it is what it is, man. It is what I got 3 fucking episodes in and I got taken off. So I don't feel bad for anyone. Yeah.
So what about you coming back in 50, Jake? Did they ask you at all for 50? Did they want you to come back?
No, they didn't ask me to come back like specifically for 50. I think we all kind of had in our casting, at the end of the casting, when we got told we were on the show, we had a separate phone call that said, would you be interested if you do well in coming to 50? And I said yes. So I said yes. And then obviously what happened, and then I had a baby, right? And then I was recovering, whatever that means. And yeah, so no, did I get an official call? No, I didn't. Did I want one at the time? Yes, I did. I've been itching. I've been waiting for my phone to ring, man. In hindsight, I'm kind of happy it wasn't 50, just because I don't think I would have fared too well. Just kind of like Savannah got voted off straight away kind of thing. But I'm really just hoping and praying that my phone rings for something coming up here soon.
Well, we saw a few years ago that they brought Bruce back when he got hurt on day one. They brought him back the next season. So some people thought, that could have been the same with you. Yeah,
and that's where I was going with it too. And Bruce hit his own head, right? So Bruce knocked himself out. And I love Bruce. Bruce had me in his pool this year, and I'm sorry, buddy, I wasn't able to help you out. But like I said, he hit his own head. Like, it was his fault. Like, it was an accident, but he hit his own head, and then he came back for the next season. However, my thing, I got bit by a snake that I had no control over, and they just took me out of the game. And obviously the medical staff decided that was the thing to do. So, like, even I think Jeff said on his podcast, Jake has unfinished business out here, right? So, like I said, I'm right now, I'm just being a dad, learning how to be a dad. And as soon as that phone rings, my bag will be packed before that phone call's over. So that's all I want. I need to finish my business. My torch has to be snuffed. So can you see it right here? This torch has to be snuffed here before I'm done with this game.
But you want to win. You don't want it to be snuffed.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, when you go out, the only reason you should be leaving that game is if your torch gets snuffed, right? Yeah. Or you win the game. So a Medivac, something obviously that's not in your control. It's just not fair. But yeah, we'll see. They brought back Medivacs, and who knows? They might do a Medivac season, right? I mean, there's been quite a few of them. Medivac second chances. Kyle could come back, right, for another chance or an all-star season or something like that. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm just hoping and praying, but it's up to them at the end of the day.
So let's say you were on 50. Let's say you were on in place of Rizzo. Who do you think that you would have wanted to align with on the season?
So this, I have to think about this, because this would have been just after 40. So I wouldn't have met anyone yet. Obviously Joe, because I think I saw half of Joe's season, and I really like Joe. I got blasted online about liking Joe so much and stuff like that, but he's such a good man. I love him. Kobe, obviously legend of the game.
Yeah.
I just remember being a little boy, man, watching him play, and I was so jealous of Savannah and him on that journey, getting because like what a cool experience to with Kobe Donaldson, just doing this thing. So it would be Kobe, Joe, Ozzy, I think. I don't trust Coach at all, so I think he'd stab me in the back right away. I'd maybe try to pull the Canadian card with Genevieve. However, she's from Winnipeg. I'm from Regina originally, and our football teams hate each other. So I don't know if she would pick me, but I don't know, man. That's a great question. I haven't really even thought about it, but yeah, I'd kind of feel it out on the first couple days and kind of see who I'm vibing with for sure.
So I know you said you're not into predictions, but who do you think is playing the best game right now, and who would you say is your winner pick at the moment?
Who is playing the best game? I don't see, and personally, nobody's standing out to me. There's not one person where I'm like, this person is absolutely going to run away with this. And I don't see anyone like that. I think Ozzy is definitely sitting. He'd probably be at the top of my list right now. He's sitting in a really good spot. Yeah, I don't know. I see Ozzy going far. I see Rizzo going far with this idol. I think Jonathan's going to go deep, just because of his statue and his mentality and how he can speak to people. And I'm really hoping Joe goes deep. But yeah, I think if I had to pick one right now that's kind of I think is playing a great game, is Ozzy. Yeah.
So is he your winner pick? Yeah. You putting your money down on Ozzy to win?
After episode 4, oh man, I don't want to say Ozzy because I want to pick one of my buddies, but I'm gonna go Ozzy right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, is there anything else about 50 that? Well, who do I want to win? I want like Sari or Christian. Who do I think will win? I haven't even thought about this. I mean, I think your guy Joe. I think that he is Colby and Coach now in this Skies Alliance, and I think that if he could find allies that Joe would be someone great to align with, because as long as you're good with him, he's not going to betray you. You said he's a loyal guy. So.
He will never betray, and that's an alliance that I would definitely go for playing that season, because you watched him on 48, and he's true to his word. He's true to his word, right? So. Yeah, I wish him the best. I hope he wins it. So
is there anything else about 50 that we didn't touch on that you want to talk about?
No, I don't think anything about 50. No, it's obviously entertaining to watch. I can't wait for every Wednesday. Obviously there's a lot of jealousy in me that, I'm not out there, but it's just, you gotta be proud of your friends, and it's so cool to watch.
So let's get into your time on the show. So what is your casting story? How many times did you apply? Tell me the process of you getting on the show.
So I applied once.
Wow.
Yeah, first time. Yeah, first time. I think I was actually sitting at work. I think I was on a night shift or something like that. And I was just scrolling through the computer. And I saw a Survivor ad, or I think Jeff, or on Instagram or something, one of those things where you scroll through and Jeff's like, apply now for Survivor. And I'm like, they're doing Canadians now. And I had nothing to do that night, so I think I put my name down, and I got home and I made a really shitty video. Like, I think I was in my uniform, and I took off my vest, and then I took off my shirt, and then I had like a muscle shirt on underneath, and like it was the cringiest shit you'd ever see in your life. And I got told that. Well, Caitlin Moore, my casting agent there, she's like, your video was like terrible, but like we loved you. Like, we loved your energy and your animation, and then and that was kind of the start. And to be honest, I didn't think I was gonna go much further than that. I got a call back, then I talked to Jesse, and then I talked to Jeff, and then it slowly, like, you get into the next stage, and when it really kind of hit me, I was in Florida with my family, and I had a psych interview that day, and I had to go and do a medical test, blood work and something. And after the psych thing and the blood work, I was sitting there, I'm like, I only have one stage left. Like, this is getting like real, right? I'm like, I might actually get on the show. And I'm like, all right, so this isn't a joke anymore. Like, I got to take this a little bit serious. then yeah, I got home and I got the call like, hey, come to LA. It's your final interview. Now let me tell you, I don't remember that interview at all. So I flew in, and I don't know how much I can say. I'm not going to say too much because I don't want to get in trouble by production. But flew in, do the interview, you fly home. Like that's it to LA, right? You're not there for very long, and the interview wasn't very long, 10 minutes, I think, like that. And I remember sitting in the room, and there's people everywhere, and Jeff Probst is beside me, and blacked out. Don't remember a thing. And then you leave, and you have they don't tell you anything. So I got back to Edmonton here, and 2 weeks I think went by, and nothing. I'm like, I didn't get on. And so me and my wife, we went to the shopping mall, and all of a sudden my phone rang, and it was Caitlin. And she said, hey, like, we forgot to ask you one question. Can you just jump on Skype because we have to record it? I'm like, yeah, okay. So anyways, I'm like, Louise, like, we got to go. She's like, we just got here. I'm like, nah, we got to go. This could be the call kind of thing, right? Yeah. And I got home, turned on Skype, and yeah, how would you like to be on season 49? And it was just like that moment there is something that, yeah, I'll never forget. Like, obviously my wife was heavily pregnant. I'm sure Jax will come down and visit me here soon so you can meet him. But yeah, it was just what a life-changing experience that was. Yeah, it was crazy, man. Crazy.
So what does that say about you and what the producers thought of you, that, you know, you applied one time and got on the show? Some people apply for years and they don't get on.
Yeah, I don't know what it says. Obviously they liked me. I think I just have such a personality, like a loud, outgoing personality. I have a story, right? With what I've been through in life and my job and you know, my volunteer work, like I just have this whole like package of story basically, and I just have this energy, right? So people always ask me like advice on what to do when you apply, and I don't really have any. It's just be yourself, because it doesn't, you don't have to be the best person in the world or have the coolest job. It's just they're looking for all these different personalities, right? And I just happened to have one that they wanted to use, whether it was just being the big guy or the cocky guy or the humble guy. Like who knows why they picked me? I'm just happy I had the chance.
So what have you seen of the show before going on? Were you a big fan? Have you been a new fan?
No, big fan. Well, I mean, was a big fan. I'm not gonna lie. So when I growing up, I think I was 10 years old or 11 when Survivor started. It used to be on Thursday nights. And me and mom and dad and my brother would sit down and we would watch Survivor with them before we went to bed. And mom always would make us do, like, she'd try to mimic the challenge, whatever Jeff had the challenge, like whether it was, you know, carrying something down, a heavy thing down the beach or something. Me and my brother would have to go up and down the stairs carrying like a milk jug on our shoulder. All right. And whoever won the challenge got the first piece of cake or whatever. Like, we made it fun as a family. So, and then obviously we watched that for quite a few seasons growing up. And yeah, and then I moved to Australia. My brother moved to Calgary. So we stopped kind of watching as a family, but it's something that we still kind of talked about. Like after an episode, we would call each other. Now, this is where I'm not like, I haven't seen a season since like, I don't know, 25 or 30. Like I skipped a whole 10 years of it kind of thing. But yeah, and then when I got the call, I kind of had to start watching like the new era kind of stuff and seeing what it's all about. So, but yeah, I just super happy got to play the game, man. It was, like I said, it was family ties to it. And it was super, super fun to go on TV and watch my family, you know, be proud of me. So really cool.
And how has your fandom changed since doing the show? Because some people, you know, they get the peek behind the curtain and they're not as invested in the show. Are you more or less invested into Survivor after doing it?
Oh, more. You have to be. Like, you have to be. It's I loved it. And I mean, it's crazy. Like, there's people that come off the show and they say it's like the worst experience ever and they would never do it again. Come on, man. It's Survivor. Like, you've applied for this. You've been on TV in front of millions and millions of people. Like, what's so bad about it? And you got a chance to win $1 million, 1 in 18 chance of winning $1 million, right? So I love it. I love it, man. I'm all about it. Survivor, CBS, Caitlin, Jeff, they've changed my life. Like, it completely changed my life, and I owe it all of them. So for the better, right? For the better. So it's I'm really enjoying what's going on right now.
And that's great that you have that opinion, especially since you were medically evacuated. So I want to talk about the medevac. So what do you remember of that day? Can you
I remember
like,
everything
by play?
Yeah.
Can you give me like a play-by-play of what you remember from that day?
Yeah. Where do you want me to start? Just at the bite?
Yeah, the bite.
Yeah. So a little bit of rewind. I went down and sat in that ocean every day. Every day. Like I woke up, I called it my shower. I'd go down there, I'd, gargle with salt water. I'd have, wash myself. And that's how I would start my day. And so the day that it happened, we had tree mail that we had a water challenge coming up and stuff. And but generally after you get tree mail, you're waiting 3 or 4 or 5 hours before you're going. So unless you're looking for an idol or whatever, you're like, it's just kind of chill out time, right? So I just went down. Actually, I think I went for a swim first. And then I came back and I was just kind of sitting, as you saw on TV, with my feet in the water, with my eyes shut. And I'm not a meditator. I don't do yoga. I don't meditate, but something about being out there and just away from your family, especially when my wife's very pregnant. I just shut my eyes every day. This wasn't the first time I did it. And I would just kind of like speak to them like they were beside me. It sounds really weird, but it kind of just like leveled me. I think even I said something about like, we got a water challenge coming up. Like we lost again, tribal council last night. It was kind of like I was doing a diary, but like just verbally, like my family was beside me. And then I felt it didn't hurt. It felt like a crab claw, like just a little pinch. And I opened my eyes and there's this black and white snake, mouth wide open on the bottom of my foot, like right on the bottom. And I jumped up. So you didn't actually get I think the camera actually got me like jumping up, but they didn't edit it like that. But I hate snakes. I've hated snakes since I was a kid. And for something like that to be on me, first off, that scared the shit out of me. So then obviously you saw Alex and Jeremiah came down, had a look at it. The snake was still on the beach. And I didn't know what it was at the time. I knew it was a snake. Is this thing dangerous? Is it venomous? Is it like, what is this thing? Alex obviously went and looked, didn't tell me, which is, I think that was the right thing for him to do. But speaking of, I got a little guest for you. Hold on one sec. Oh, hey, bud.
Ready for bed.
This is Josh.
There he is.
So yeah. So anyways, yeah. All right, buddy. We're just talking about how I got home to see you be born. Yeah. Anyways. All right. All right. I'm trying to. All right. Thank you. There you go. Anyways, that was Jax. So where were we? We were. Yeah. So I got bit. And then all these producers came like running out of the jungle. Like I didn't even know who half these people were. I've never seen them ever. And then I just saw chaos kind of ensue, right? Like people radioing and like, I'm like, okay, this is gonna be fucking bad. Like I don't know what's going on, but it's gonna be fucking bad. And so yeah, I got on that boat and I heard one of the boat members, I don't know who it was, the driver maybe, he said like, we're gonna be going quick. Like we need to save your life kind of thing. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, and that, I think you saw me spit on the ground. I think that was right after I got the news, because right now I'm like, I'm dying. I'm going to die on this boat. How venomous is a snake? I don't know. I know it's venomous. I didn't know there was different levels of venomous. Like, so anyways, got to the medical tent and all hands on deck kind of thing. And I heard them yelling, is he breathing? I heard that from the boat. I'm like, am I not supposed to be breathing right now? Like, is this how bad this thing is? And then that's when I just went into like, I'm this big, muscly, tattooed guy, but I was scared, man. I was scared. I was praying. I don't want to die. I think I kept saying like, I got a baby coming. I have a baby coming. I have a baby coming. That's the only thing that was on my mind. Like, I need to be a dad. And yeah, it scared me. It was very psychologically messed me up. But yeah, obviously they discovered it was a, dry bite or whatever you want to call it. And that's when it gets a little bit weird, because if it's a dry bite, put me back in the game. If I get bit by a rat, I might have measles. I'm not going to die. Put me back in the game, kind of thing. But obviously they have procedure and policy. They couldn't put me back in the game. Like if there was venom in it, and I died, and they put me back and I died. Like, look at that lawsuit, right? CBS isn't gonna deal with that. So let's take him out of the game. And it sucked, man. It really sucked. It was, you worked so hard to get to that point. Like I was the first person from my province on the show. I beat up thousands and thousands and thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of people to get that opportunity. And for something like that to take you out of the game, it just sucks, man. It sucked. But I think I mentioned earlier, you can fight and scream and cry and no, put me back in. It's dry, but I'm good to go. They're not putting you back in. They made their decision. So I took it like a man. I was respectful, and hopefully it did some good grace for me for down the road coming back. But it just sucked, man. I dream about it every night, most nights anyways. I rewatch it. I don't know. I think the whole game would have been different if I stayed in, for sure. But yeah, it's all hindsight, hearsay, right? So yeah, it sucks. But I got home for Jax 42 hours before he was born, and now I'm just being a dad, man. So
yeah, so being pulled from the game, it's so tough. But how long did it take to process that? And it was all worth it because of your son, obviously.
Yeah, it sucked, man. I just remember when I got to the Fijian hospital, and I was laying in the ICU there, and I can't even put it into words. It was just like your dream has just been ripped from you, and you have nothing to do. Like if I got in a fist fight with someone and I deserve to leave the game, then I'll handle that. It was my fault. It's on me. But because it wasn't my fault, it's just such a tough pill to swallow, man. You wait your whole life for an opportunity like that, and I mean, it made great TV. I got bit by a snake and survived. Like it was on TMZ, I think CNN. Like it was on all these news stations. But it just sucks. It sucks for me because I think I would have went deep in the game. Could I have won? I don't know. I don't know if I would have won, but I think I would have went pretty deep. So, but I guess we'll never know.
So you said you're keen to play Survivor again. So would you want a season of medevacs, like season 25, the Philippines? There were 3 people medically evacuated as captains. Would you want that to be in that situation? You want to be a returning player season where everybody's returning?
Yeah, I just think a returning season with everyone returning. I mean, if they throw the medevacs in there too, but yeah, I think it would be really cool. It would kind of be like a season 50 again, like just playing with people that you've seen on TV before. Like I think it would be really cool, and I think Survivor might start to go in that direction too. Like there's always cool seeing new people, but I think after season 50, like people are really liking to see like the drama and stuff going on with past players and shit that happens outside the game that comes back in. Like it's I like it, and I think that's kind of the direction that it's going. I hope it is, but yeah, returning season would be awesome, man. I would it would be great, man. But it doesn't matter. I don't care what season it is or what if it's returning or medevac or whatever. I just want to play. I just want to play the game.
What about how Bruce came back when it was him and then 17 new players?
I mean, good for him. I can see. I have this whole new like respect for medivacs now, where it's because it sucks. Like Bruce probably did the same as me. Like he tried so hard to get into this game, and then he hit his own head, and then he had no say in it. They took him out. But I think he was on the next season, which I think filmed back to back. So that I don't even know if he like maybe even left the island. Like I don't know if they just like, all right, well we got a spot for you on the next one, or. But I'm happy he got to go back. So I'm just hoping that I get the same luck.
So looking back on 49, do you have any regrets or anything you wish would have done differently?
Yeah, not go swimming in the morning and on episode 3. No, I think I was playing a good game, man. I had enough of the entertainment quality. I mean, the Shoe Bandit. I mean, my Nicole and Annie hate it. They think I'm just a little toddler for doing it. But come on, everyone's talking about it. So I mean, it's good or positive or negative publicity. It's still publicity. So, but no, would I have done anything different? I don't think so. Yeah, I've been asked that a few times, and I've never really thought of anything. I thought I was in a great position. I think personally, I was in the best position on my tribe. I had Soph as my quiet number 1. I had Alex as my very loud number 1, and Jeremiah was like my pawn piece. Like he's another Canadian, and I was in good. No one wanted to get me out. I've never had a vote casted against me, and I was kind of dictating what happened on that show. But yeah, I don't know. It just, like I said, it sucks because who would have known what could have happened.
So what ends up happening if you guys go to tribal? I think you guys would have voted Jeremiah out. Then what if it was the 3 of you, Alex, and Soph? What happens at that point?
Well, so back to the Jeremiah thing. I even knew after I got medically evac that if they lost, Jeremiah was next right out. We already made that pact. It was us three to the end. Now, if we somehow had a 3-person after that and went to tribal again, the three of us, it would have been Soph because Alex would have played his idol.
Yeah.
Alex wasn't voting me out, so it would have been Soph. Like, I mean, there's no other mathematically way it could have been because you saw he played it with Jeremiah but he wouldn't have played that if I was still there. It's 100%. So yeah, I don't know. Soph would have been the next one, I think. So yeah.
And that changes everything. But Soph made the final 3. Trust let just doesn't happen. That changes everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It changes everything. If I was in that game and what they didn't actually show you, and I'd love if you ever talk to Savannah about this, I would love you to. But I think on the very first or second day, it was a challenge. Me and Savannah got into it on the mats. We got into quite a big argument. It was. I don't even remember what it was about, but something about we've lost a whole bunch of shit already. And I said like life at camp is good. Like we're sleeping on the beach. Like we're all still good. We're family. And Savannah's piped up and said like, don't bullshit a bullshitter. Like anyway, she got in my face about something and then we collided. Right. So at that point, I'm like, Savannah's done. I said, when I get to the merge, my goal, like I took it personally. I said, when I go to the merge, she's out of here. I'm going to use my charm and my ways to get her out. So who would have known? I love Savannah. Don't get me wrong. I love Savannah and her, fiance and family and stuff. But who would have known? I don't know, man. It's all hearsay.
I want to go back to the pregame with Ponderosa. When you're in Ponderosa, you're sizing everybody up. Did you have someone in the pregame that you thought, oh, this person might be a big threat to me, or this person, I could see them winning?
Not winning. No, I thought I was going to winning. And I think it was just because you like looking around at like the strength and stuff like that. Like I was definitely the biggest guy there. The guy that got kicked out before the game, he was a big boy too. But then also people didn't like, working out of prison, like I can manipulate my way out of anything. Right. So I was telling myself I got the best chance here. I didn't give Rizzo. I was looking at Rizzo. I'm just stereotyping though, right? Because we can't talk. But I look at Rizzo and I'm like, look at this little kid. Like he's gonna fade away and like he's not gonna be eaten. He's gonna fade away blow away in the wind kind of thing. But that's all you're doing. You're stereotyping. So did I pick Savannah to win? Absolutely not. Like there's not a chance. She was sitting ahead of me. But yeah, no, there wasn't anyone that kind of stuck out to me. Like, but you also don't really know what you're looking for either. Mm-hmm. Right. So I know that I was a threat. I know that everyone said that about me because on Mike Bloom's pregame stuff, mm-hmm. everyone's like, there's this tattooed guy. He looks like a guy from Jersey Shore. Like they're all chirping me, but like, I want to work with that guy. Right. So I think I was probably like the one that everyone was kind of nervous about, but yeah, it's what it is.
So Savannah did go on to win. So what did you think of her winning game?
I mean, she won. She played. She won. She played it properly. She did what she mm-hmm. could, and I'm very proud of her. It was actually an honor to be in LA with the crew, and she didn't tell her parents, or no one knew. So if I got home and I won, I would tell my wife. I would tell my parents, because they signed their NDAs and stuff like that. But she didn't tell them anything. So just the reaction from her parents when she won I cried, man. It was heartwarming. It's just those moments in life are what you play for and what you love to see. So I'm very proud of her. She's a millionaire and got to play season 50. So she's doing great.
Now, how do you think that 49 as a whole compares to other seasons? Because I think some people, it was kind of foreshadowed by the 50 upcoming. So what do you think of 49 as a season?
I mean, I liked it. I'm biased because I was in it, but I think it was a good season. I mean, I think 47 was good. I thought 48 was good. 49 was good. I think season 50 is great so far. But yeah, I think that was the biggest thing. It's like 49's right before 50. So are we going to be overshadowed? Dude, and I stopped looking at Reddit and X and all that kind of stuff, but everyone's like, Who cares about 49? Let's get to 50. No one cares about these guys. This is just a fill-in time. Like this, they pick these guys from the bottom of a barrel, and it's just bullshit. Like it's just all like just negative comments. That's why I don't read that shit anymore. But I like the season. The cast was great. I don't really have anything negative to say about it, other than obviously going home too early.
I don't know if you saw this, but Soph had said to Savannah that their plan for Savannah going to 50 was that Savannah was going to lie and say she got 5th place. But then Soph said in an interview that someone from 47 actually leaked how the 49 season went. Did you hear anything about this? The 49 bootleg.
I don't think leaked? No. So I heard that the contestants, I think it was like probably a Reddit thread or something. I don't know. I don't think I heard like an inside thing, but that all the contestants knew who won 49.
Yeah.
So now did Savannah know that, or did Rizzo know that? I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. Like I think Savannah, she might have had to have heard something for her to like release that information. Because I know Rizzo wouldn't have thrown her under the bus. Rizzo wouldn't have ratted her out because they want to play together. So I think that she might have, a little birdie told her that people know, and she had to spill the beans, or else she's going to look like a liar, right? So that's just my opinion. That's what I'm guessing. But I also I did hear that the cast knew who the winner was. So yeah.
What was your favorite part of the whole Survivor experience?
My favorite part, I think it's just, so the actual experience itself was just like being there and just taking a moment to, like, even when it gets tough out there and it's hot and you're starving and you sit on the beach like I was when I got bit, and you're just like, this sucks, but I'm on Survivor. This is supposed to suck. And just taking it in. You've watched all these seasons from when you were a kid, and you're like, now I'm that guy. I think that was kind of just the coolest, like, sit back moment and just really appreciate the opportunity. But obviously after the game now, just being able to use my platform up here in Canada, especially Alberta, just to, help other people with my Survivor stuff. Like I just did a charity fundraiser the other day for disabled kids, and just kind of using my platform to help other people. And I think that's what everyone should kind of do. But yeah, I think that's kind of, that stands out the most to me. Is just using my platform to kind of help other people and stuff like that. So
yeah, some people, when I ask that question, this is the best part is, the relationships and friendships they made along the way. So who do you keep in touch with from your season?
Not many, man. Alex, obviously. And then Soph, she actually sent me a message the other day. She's like, I have to read it. Something about, she's like, I just thought about this. Me and you both didn't get our torches snuffed. And I'm like, yeah, you're kind of right, actually, right? Like, you got second, I got Evac, so yeah, our torches are kind of still. But yeah, just Soph and Alex. Yeah, they honestly, my crew kind of has their own little clique going on down in the States. It's a lot harder for me to get anywhere too, but I mean, they go do. I don't even hear about what they do. Like, they're all of a sudden in New York or something, or Boston or wherever, and then I'm like, oh, cool. Like, where's my invite? But it's all good, man. It's all good. So it's they have their own thing going, and good for them. Happy for them.
So you said that you're keen to play Survivor again, but is there any other show that you'd be interested in doing, or is it just Survivor for you?
Yeah. So I can't talk too much about it. There's been a couple things in the making, but yeah, no, I'm open to kind of anything. I know that Family Feud kind of wants my family to come in at some point here soon. Amazing Race would be good. I'd love to do the Traders. I think I need a bit more screen time on a Survivor before they're going to pick me on one of those, but Traders would be awesome. But yeah, I'm just kind of open to anything, man. I'm open to anything. But right now, my main job is just being a dad, and raising a child. So whatever happens, dude.
So far, it's only been Savannah and Rizzo have come back from your season. Who else from your season besides yourself do you want to see come back to Survivor or any reality?
Who do I want to see come back, or who do I think's going to come back?
Who do you want to see come back to Survivor or any other show?
I would love
TV.
I'd love my trio. I'd love Alex and Soph to get to play again. Just because I like them as human beings, and I understand their heartbreak. Obviously, Soph got second, so I mean, she can't complain too much. But yeah, Alex. Yeah, I don't know. I love Alex as a human. Met his parents and his sister and stuff like that, and I'd love to see him back. Anyone else? Nah, I don't know. I don't really think so, man. There's no one really that stood out other than like Rizzo, Savannah. Um, I mean, Christina might have a chance because she was a fan favorite. I like her. She was a fan favorite. But
I
yeah,
think
other than that, yeah.
CBS seems to love Soph. I think Soph is probably like the biggest lock for the next returning season. CBS loves her.
Yeah, Soph's doing a good job, man. Soph's doing a good job
Yeah.
with her social media. So I don't understand how to really do the social media shit. Like, she's so good at it, right? Like, even my brother said, like, you know how big you could be if you just knew how to like post properly, and I just don't really understand it. But I mean, she's using her platform to better herself, and she's doing good. Like, I mean, I got nothing but respect for the girl. It's kind of like she won the show. Like, she's got lots of followers, man. She's famous down there. It's great. Good for her.
So
I think she's a lock-in. I think she's a lock-in for sure. I would love to play with her again. But obviously people are going to see like we were close. So I don't know if I'd be able to be in an alliance with her. I don't know how that would work. I'd have to think about that one, but that'd be cool to play with her again for sure.
So this is ultimately a Big Brother podcast. So I just wanted to briefly touch on that. Have you seen any Big Brother? Do you have any familiarity with the show at all?
So I'm going to tell you something really funny. So the podcast I did yesterday with the specialist, so Phil and Blake. So Blake used to be the Big Brother casting. Was he director or he was a casting agent? He was.
I think he was in casting. Yeah.
So I actually applied for Big Brother Canada about before I went to Australia. 10 years ago, maybe, or 11. And I made it to the end. I got all the paperwork. I had to fill out like 100 pages of shit. And anyways, then I called him. I said, hey, like, I'm going to Australia. You can just take me out of the runnings. And then Blake told me yesterday, like, I was his person. So he kept trying to cast me, but I was in Australia. So I couldn't. So he's like, if there was another season, you would have been on it. And but yeah, so that was my closest with Big Brother. But the Canada one canceled a few years ago now.
Yep.
A couple of years ago. But no, I honestly haven't been into the American one. I'm not even going to bullshit you and try to pretend like I know what I'm talking about with that. But I would apply for it. Again, I would apply for the American one. But you don't allow Canadians, so kind of sucks.
So did you watch Big Brother Canada back in the day that you applied, or you just did it on a whim?
If it was on, I'd turn it on. I was not religiously into it. I had a buddy that was on one of the seasons. I forget what his name was. He's a doctor a long time ago from high school. But yeah, anyways, I love the concept. How many days are you in that house? Or is it 90 days?
Yeah, 90 days.
See, I just couldn't. Just being a dad now. I mean, if I was a single dude, absolutely. Put me in a house for 90 days with strangers, I'd love it. But if you're married and you got a kid, and 26 days is enough in Survivor, right? So, but yeah, I don't know. I should actually tune into Big Brother and check it out.
So what other reality shows do you watch besides Survivor?
Amazing Race Canada. That's about it. I don't get into like the Bachelorette and the Love is Blind, and I don't know, man. It just seems so corny to me. But also like I'm married, so that I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just Survivor is kind of my really go-to right now. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie and tell you I love everything, but yeah, no, just Survivor, man.
What about the challenge? Have you ever gotten into the challenge at all?
I haven't even watched it.
Wow.
Haven't even watched it. Everyone keeps saying you should apply for the challenge. You should apply for the challenge.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what it is. I know it's something about like just being a beast and just doing challenges, but I've never. Everyone said tune into it, just watch it. I just gotta find the time to do it. So, challenge could be cool. What's the concept of that one? Is it like a Survivor where you're like, are you fighting to stay alive, or is it voting people out, or is it what's the concept?
So there's a daily challenge. It could be individuals or pairs or teams. There's a daily challenge, and the winner of the daily challenge gets to pick somebody to go into elimination, and then the person who's last place in that also goes into elimination, so that you get out of the game by losing an elimination.
So basically, you have to be is it all like fit people? Are the challenges like all like physical demanding?
Yes, absolutely. That's it.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so I'll check it out. Maybe I'll try that one. What's the prize for that one? What do you win? Other than being the winner.
It's different every season, but I'd say usually it's about $250K.
Okay.
for about.
Well,
6 or 7 weeks.
Maybe I'll try that one, buddy. We'll see.
You should. I think you'd be great on that.
Yeah. Do they allow Canadians?
Yeah, absolutely. They call anybody. They call people from the UK everywhere.
Oh, do they? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll look it up.
Maybe that's the show that called you, Jake. Maybe that's what's in the work.
Who knows? Can't say anything. You gotta wait and see, bud.
I think I heard that Soph might have been called for that, but Soph said no. I think I heard that.
Who?
That Sophie was called for that.
Like Blue Soph for the
yeah,
challenge?
I think I heard that. Yeah, I think I heard
for the challenge.
That's what I heard.
Oh no, there's no way. Like she got gas climbing up a wall. There's no way she'd do the challenge.
I don't know. Well,
you heard that? I haven't heard that one. I'll have to ask.
I did hear that.
That's kind of cool, though. I mean, good for her.
So they must know of your existence. They must know of your existence then, if they know Soph.
I guess do they reach out to you, or do you have to apply? Like, how does that? Because like traders, they kind of reach out to you, don't they?
So yeah, for the challenge, they cast you once you go on another show. There's no applying for the challenge at all. So
it's only reality TV show people.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't know that.
The only time
I think after we finish this, I'm gonna look it up.
The only time they haven't had people have done reality TV before, they did a season called Ride or Dies, where people brought like their loved one or their best friend from home. That's the only time they've done not reality people.
Okay. Not cool. I'll definitely look into it.
So just a couple more questions and we'll wrap up. So how has your personal life or your career been impacted by your time on Survivor?
Hasn't really, nothing's changed. I mean, it's just more of the fact now it's like going out in public. You get noticed a lot more. You know, if you're out for dinner or something like that, someone will come over and ask for a photo, something like that. But it's all positive impact. It's positive change. There's nothing about it that has bothered me. I think the only thing, and I've stopped caring, it's just the shit you see online of just random people that don't have a username, user number 14752 is making fun of your family, or they're calling you a piece of shit, or whatever they want to make up that day. And it did suck for a bit, because I obviously when you're on TV, this is my first time being like reality TV show star, and like you're into that Reddit and the X, and I learned very quickly, man, there's no positive shit on there. And it just, I think Shaheen actually told me, he's like, the moment you start looking at that stuff, you're gonna go down this deep dark hole, and you're not gonna come out. So I just stick to my Instagram, man, and you know, people can hate, they love hating, misery loves company. But at the end of the day, I'm just being me, and I don't give a fuck. So,
have you learned anything about yourself from doing the show?
That I got like 9 lives, maybe, because I should have been killed like so many times now. But no, man, I get that question all the time. Is what did you learn about yourself? I don't know, nothing, man. I can't really answer that. I didn't learn anything about myself. It was just such a cool experience. I think if I had to answer that, it would just be that I can do it, that I can push through the process to get on the show, and that anything's possible. I would have never thought I was going to be on Survivor growing up. That never would have came out of my mouth, and it just shows if you try your hardest, anything's possible. But no, did I find some changing moment that changed my life on the show? No, not at all.
So what's next for you? Do you have any projects or appearances or anything coming up for you the fans should know about?
Not really. Obviously, with the mission trips with Johnny Young, I think there's another Honduras one coming up at some point here. Just kind of waiting for the details. But yeah, just being a dad, man. Just talking to a couple other TV things, and yeah, not much, man. I'm just living life. Like I said, it changed my life, but it doesn't change your life at the same time. You don't just become a brand new person, and so yeah, I'm just working hard and just being a dad, man. Just being a dad.
What about the Over the Edge celebrity event in Florida? Did you go to that last year? Are you gonna go this year?
No, that's the one you said in Florida, in Orlando, right?
Yeah, Disney.
Yeah, no. A lot of my friends went. I didn't go. I was thinking about maybe going to the Ron Clark one in April here, but it's just honestly flying from Canada. It's just so expensive, man, and just having a kid and then get my parents to come and babysit, or it's a lot harder now with a child. But Ron Clark actually messaged me today, and he asked if I was coming. So I'm gonna have to start looking. That's in Atlanta, isn't it?
Yeah, Atlanta. Yeah.
Yeah, Bryce and Wen want me to come to Montreal next week. It's just, man, it's just money though. Like it costs money to go to these places. It's fun, but how about you? You on any of these things? Am I gonna meet you sometime here soon or what?
I only go to the events in New York. I haven't. I went. The last event I went to was when you were evacuated. The last one I went to the Rob's podcast live show. So sometimes with Bryce and Wen or Rob go to New York, I'll go, but I won't go elsewhere for these events.
Yeah, well, that's all right, buddy. I'm sure I'll meet you someday. But
yeah,
no huge plans, dude. Just hanging out, having fun, doing podcasts now, I guess.
You're busy with this podcast. So where can people find you online? On Instagram, not on X?
Yeah, Instagram's kind of the only thing I have, man. It's just Jake Latimer 66 at the bottom of the screen here. I have a TikTok too, but someone made a fake TikTok with the exact same thing, Jake Latimer 66, and it has like 70,000 followers, and I've reported it numerous times. And I think I'm like the Shoe Bandit or something is my actual one, and I have like 7,000. So, and I can't get verified for some reason. I don't know. So
are they impersonating you or something? Or
hey,
are they impersonating you or something? Or you just want
they're impersonating me. And they're even using like AI to like try to sell people stocks like with my voice. So like I've had people message me like my voice saying like go on this website and put your credit card information in, and like it's just crazy. And this guy's got like 70,000 followers pretending to be me.
Wow.
So Instagram. End of the day, that's the kind of the only thing that I use. And yeah, just follow the journey. It's gonna be fun.
All right, Jake, that was everything I had to you. So thank you so much for coming on. I'm happy we were able to make this happen. And
yeah, dude, thank you very much, man. This was fun. Sorry it took so long, but that was a good time. It was a pleasure to meet you, man.